Welcome back to another episode of the Velocity Dome Workbench. And tonight I'm just going to do a quick little tune-up on my Super G Plus Super Stock for the club that I race in. Basically, it's going to give it a quick little cleanup and a little oil and put it back together. So let's get started. Take the wheels off, obviously. Going to take the traction magnet bracket holder, I guess what you'd call it. I've got to be careful sometimes taking this off because these do have a tendency to break, particularly when they get old. And pop that out. Let's get the pickup shoes off. I usually try and keep them separated from left to right. Same thing with the springs, left to right. So when I put them back, I know where they go. We're going to remove the pickup shoe holders, and we're going to do the same thing with those. Going to set those to the left and the right. Take the traction magnets out. And see, I don't have a Q-tip. Hang on a second. All right, so I grabbed my little handy dandy Q-tip. I did put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on there just to help with get stuff broken up a little bit. Get all the crud off there that builds up over time. I don't know how often you tune up yours, but I like to do it at least twice during whatever season I'm racing the car in. Doesn't take much to get it all clean. Perfect. Set that aside and kind of let it dry. Then what I like to do is I'll grab my Dremel with my little polisher on it. I'll grab my buses or pickup shoe holders, whatever you want to call them. And give the back of it a nice little shine. And then I'll also do the front where the pickup spring hits inside the chassis. And I'll do both of those. And then give them a little bit of a rub with the same Q-tip I used to clean the chassis off with. And then I'll do the same thing to the pickup shoes. I get in there and I clean up where the pickup shoes touch, and then where the pickup shoe hits the pickup shoe holder, I clean that up a little bit. Just to make sure that the electrical contact is good. And I got the old M-Bell tool. And I don't know if you can see, but there's the kind of bend I have on my in-bell on these. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's just a little bit of a tweak. And then I'll do the same thing and clean it up too with a little bit of rubbing alcohol. So I'll get the spacer out, or the spreader out. Get in there and just kind of rub around a little bit, get all the big nasty particles out of there. then I'll do the same thing with my polishers. I'll polish up the little contacts right there and right there on each side of the end bell. Then I'll take my X-Acto blade and I'll stick the X-Acto blade under the little wings that are there that I just polished and put a little bit of a bend in those so that they spread back out again and will make really good contact when I put it back into the chassis. So you can tell I put a set that aside. Then I'll grab my armature. And the first thing I'll do is wipe the grease off with a shirt. Make sure there's nothing, make sure there's no buildup of garbage inside of here. And then I'll take a old pencil eraser and I'll just rub it on there to help get all the grease off. Give it another wipe. A little blow on it. And then I'll get the rubbing alcohol out again. And I'll just take it and sometimes the eraser leaves a little bit of stuff on it, so I'll just take that off. Put the washer back on. Set that aside. Clean up anything else that's got crud on it. Timing bracket. Magnet, traction magnet bracket holders. And then I'll go to reassemble it. Okay, let's reassemble it. So always remember the white magnet goes on the right side. All right, pick up your holders in place. Sometimes this is the fun part, trying to get this back in square, because the magnets don't always like to stay in place, all that kind of good stuff. I always give those little ears on the end bell a little tweak up. place it goes. Traction magnets. And remember, be careful when you put the traction magnet bracket holder back on. Where did I put that sucker? How have I lost it? Hang on. Right in front of me. Beautiful. Make sure that the axle is clean. Beautiful. Let's just switch to the text block. Oh, I forgot. Pickup shoes. There we go. Now let's take a listen. All right, we're gonna throw just a little bit of oil on it here. Front, back, axles. And there we go, one quick little tune-up on the Super Stock. Thanks for watching.